Alcohol consumption was prevalent in classic Hollywood, with many actors relying heavily on it to cope with the immense pressures of fame and the demanding nature of their careers. Numerous beloved stars struggled with addiction, and for some it tragically led to their untimely deaths. Here is a comprehensive list of Golden Era actors who battled alcoholism throughout their lives. Humphrey Bogart, the iconic for his roles in classics like Casablanca and The Maltese Falcon. Humphrey battled a significant drinking addiction throughout his career. His heavy alcohol consumption was both a personal struggle and at times intertwined with his on-screen persona as the hard-boiled, world-weary detective. Bogart's penchant for drinking often led to irregular work schedules and strained relationships. Friends and colleagues noted that his alcoholism was a coping mechanism for the pressures of Hollywood and personal insecurities. Despite his talent and dedication, Bogart's excessive drinking likely exacerbated his health issues, contributing to his premature death at 57 from esophageal cancer. His addiction highlighted the darker side of Hollywood glamour, illustrating how even beloved stars grappled with personal demons. Errol Flynn. He was notoriously heavy drinker, consuming multiple alcoholic beverages daily. Reports suggest he often drank several glasses of whiskey and champagne, sometimes to excess, which fueled his legendary party lifestyle. His rampant alcoholism frequently disrupted movie productions, leading to missed calls, unpunctuality, and erratic behavior on set. Directors and co-stars struggled to manage his unpredictable moods and reliability, causing delays and tension during shootings. Flynn's drinking not only tarnished his professional reputation, but also led to numerous legal issues, including arrests for drunkenness and allegations of misconduct. This persistent addiction contributed to a decline in his career, limiting leading roles and overshadowing his earlier successes. Additionally, his personal relationships suffered, and his health deteriorated, ultimately hastening his early death at 50. Judy Garland. Judy Garland battled severe alcohol and prescription drug addiction throughout her life. The immense pressures of early fame, relentless touring schedules, and personal traumas, including tumultuous relationships and the loss of her mother, exacerbated her substance abuse issues. Garland often turned to alcohol and medications as coping mechanisms to manage anxiety, depression, and the physical demands of her career. Her addiction led to numerous personal and professional challenges and strained relationships with colleagues and family. On set, her substance abuse sometimes resulted in missed performances and inconsistent work, affecting her reputation and opportunities. Despite attempts at rehabilitation, Garland struggled to maintain sobriety. Her lifelong battle with addiction culminated in her tragic death at the age of 47 from an overdose of barbiturates. Gable. Clark Gable's relationship with alcohol was a significant aspect of his personal life. Known for his robust image and charismatic presence on screen, Gable often turned to drinking as a means to manage the intense pressures of Hollywood fame. Reports from his biographers reveal that he frequently consumed large quantities of alcohol, both socially and privately. Gable's drinking was not confined to occasional indulgence. It was a habitual coping mechanism that he relied on to navigate the demanding schedules and relentless scrutiny of the film industry. Despite his efforts to maintain his professional image, Gable's dependence on alcohol occasionally resulted in missed commitments and strained relationships, including tensions with his wife, Carole Lombard. This persistent struggle with alcohol ultimately contributed to his declining health, culminating in his untimely death in 1960, which was exacerbated by his long-term lifestyle choices. Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor's battle with alcoholism was a significant aspect of her tumultuous life. Throughout her career, Taylor often turned to alcohol as a coping mechanism for the immense pressures of fame and her personal struggles. During the filming of The Night of the Iguana, 1964, she reportedly began drinking vodka and tequila as early as 10 a.m., a clear indicator of the stress she faced both professionally and in her personal life. Her tumultuous marriage to Richard Burton was frequently marred by excessive drinking, leading to public fights and emotional turmoil. Taylor's dependency sometimes resulted in her arriving intoxicated on set, causing her to forget lines and impacting her performances. Recognizing the destructive path she was on, Taylor sought help in 1983 at the Betty Ford Center, declaring, "Not getting drunk is the only way to stay alive." Mickey Rooney. Mickey Rooney consumed multiple alcoholic beverages daily, sometimes averaging 8 to 9 glasses of whiskey or other spirits. This heavy drinking was a coping mechanism for the immense pressures of fame, personal insecurities, and the challenges of maintaining a long-term career. Rooney's alcoholism had profound effects on both his personal and professional life. His excessive drinking strained relationships with family and friends. Professionally, Rooney's addiction resulted in missed commitments, inconsistent performances, and difficulties on set. Despite these challenges, Rooney demonstrated remarkable resilience, continuing to work in film, television, and theater for decades. His ability to maintain a prolific career despite his struggles with alcohol is a testament to his talent and determination. Spencer Tracy. Although Spencer Tracy kept his drinking private, he often consumed so many glasses of whiskey or other spirits daily that he used to drink before starting his shoots, but still he was so good at his profession that he earned 2 Academy Awards and starred in numerous acclaimed films such as Guess Who's Coming to Dinner and Inherit the Wind. While Tracy's commitment to his craft remained strong, there were instances where his drinking affected his work, including occasional missed rehearsals and moments of erratic behavior on set. Despite these challenges, Spencer Tracy's remarkable talent and dedication ensured that his legacy in cinema endured, illustrating his ability to perform at the highest level even while battling personal demons. John Huston. Although John Huston maintained a charismatic and creative presence both behind and in front of the camera, his battle with alcoholism was a constant undercurrent throughout his career. Huston was known to consume several glasses of whiskey daily, often indulging in heavy drinking sessions that began early in the day and continued into the night. This relentless alcohol intake frequently disrupted his work, leading to delays in film productions and strained relationships with cast and crew members. His dependency not only affected his reliability on set. Despite these challenges, Huston's remarkable talent allowed him to create masterpieces such as The Maltese Falcon and The African Queen. However, his addiction took a significant toll on his personal life, contributing to tumultuous relationships and declining health. Bette Davis, renowned for her fierce performances and commanding screen presence, grappled with alcoholism as a means to cope with the immense pressures of Hollywood. Davis reportedly drank several glasses of wine each day, using alcohol to manage stress, anxiety, and the relentless demands of her career. Her drinking habits often led to unpredictable behavior on set, causing tension with directors and fellow actors. Despite these challenges, Davis's unparalleled dedication to her craft earned her numerous accolades, including 2 Academy Awards. However, her addiction strained her personal relationships, leading to isolation and frequent conflicts with friends and family. Davis's perseverance in the face of addiction allowed her to maintain a successful career, but the toll of her alcoholism was evident in her later years. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe struggled profoundly with alcoholism alongside other substance abuses. Monroe's daily intake often included multiple glasses of champagne and cocktails she used to mask her deep-seated insecurities and emotional pain. Her drinking habit frequently disrupted movie shoots, leading to inconsistent performances and last-minute cancellations. The pressures of fame, combined with personal traumas and failed relationships, exacerbated her dependence on alcohol. Monroe's addiction not only hindered her professional reliability, but also strained her relationships with directors, co-stars, and friends, contributed to her tragic and premature death at the age of 36. Alan Ladd. Alan Ladd was known to consume several glasses of whiskey daily, using alcohol as a refuge from the pressures of his demanding career and personal struggles. His heavy drinking occasionally led to erratic behavior on set, resulting in delays and complications during film productions. Ladd's addiction strained his relationships with colleagues and contributed to a decline in his career opportunities, limiting him to fewer leading roles as his reliability came into question. Despite his talent and popularity, Ladd's alcoholism took a substantial toll on his health, leading to his untimely death at the age of 50. His battle with alcohol underscores the often unseen hardships faced by Hollywood's golden era stars. Ava Gardner. Ava Gardner was known for her extravagant beauty, boldness, and party-loving lifestyle. Her rise to fame was also marked by alcoholism, with reports indicating she consumed up to 10 glasses of tequila daily. This heavy drinking fueled passionate romances and led to memorable fights, both on and off set. During the filming of The Night of the Iguana, Gardner preferred drinking tequila with director John Huston over shooting night scenes, causing significant delays. These excessive behaviors strained her relationships with studios and colleagues, often jeopardizing her roles. Despite her antics, it was ultimately cigarettes, not alcohol, that claimed her life. Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra consuming a bottle of Jack Daniels daily, meticulously prepared with 4 ice cubes, 2 fingers of whiskey, and a splash of water. This consistent intake often fueled his aggressive tendencies, leading to numerous fights with journalists and peers. Sinatra's alcoholism impacted his professional relationships, causing tensions with studios and fellow artists. Despite his struggles, Sinatra's charisma and talent kept his career flourishing, but the constant battles with alcohol took a toll on his personal life. Upon his passing in 1998 at 82, he was buried with a bottle of Jack Daniels in his casket. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando was known to consume several bottles of whiskey weekly, leading to unpredictable behavior on set. During the filming of Apocalypse Now in 1976, his frequent intoxication caused significant production challenges, including missed cues and on-set conflicts. Studios struggled to manage his erratic behavior, which sometimes resulted in delays and increased production costs. Despite these issues, earning him an Academy Award for Best Actor in The Godfather, 1973. His alcoholism, however, overshadowed his later career, limiting his roles and contributing to his complex legacy. Brando passed away in 2004 at 80, leaving behind a legacy marked by both brilliance and personal turmoil. Liza Minnelli. Consuming up to 10 glasses of wine daily, Minnelli used alcohol to cope with the pressures of fame and personal isolation. Her addiction led to multiple stints in rehabilitation, disrupting film and stage productions, and straining relationships with studios and colleagues. Instances of excessive drinking included missed performances and erratic behavior during rehearsals, which threatened her career stability. Despite these challenges, Minnelli's determination saw her transform her struggles into powerful performances, earning critical acclaim and solidifying her status as an icon of resilience. Her ability to overcome addiction while maintaining a successful career serves as an inspiring testament to her strength and talent. Sammy Davis Jr. Sammy Davis Jr. consumed up to 13 bottles of beer daily, using alcohol as a refuge from racial pressures and the demanding Hollywood lifestyle. His drinking led to health problems and strained relationships with peers and studios, occasionally causing on-set disruptions and missed engagements. Notable incidents include altercations fueled by alcohol-induced aggression, which resulted in tensions within the Rat Pack and legal troubles. Despite his struggles, Davis's dynamic performances and charismatic presence ensured his enduring legacy in entertainment. Davis passed away in 1990 at 64 from cancer, leaving behind a legacy of talent and resilience. Burt Reynolds. Reynolds consumed up to 10 glasses of bourbon daily, exacerbated by injuries and painkiller dependency. His heavy drinking led to excesses that impacted his career, including missed roles and on-set incidents that strained relationships with studios and directors. Notable examples include erratic behavior during film shoots and publicized fights, which tarnished his professional reputation. Seeking treatment in the late 1990s, Reynolds successfully overcame his addiction, reclaiming his Hollywood legacy with acclaimed performances, until his passing in 2018 at 82 years old. Reynolds' battle with alcohol highlighted the challenges of maintaining a career amidst personal struggles, yet his talent ensured his place in Hollywood history. Robert Mitchum. Consuming up to 3 bottles of beer daily, Robert Mitchum's drinking habits led to volatile behavior on set. During the filming of His Kind of Woman, he attacked stuntmen, mistaking their actions for reality, resulting in production delays and strained relationships with the crew. On the set of Not as a Stranger, Mitchum described it as a brewery where drinking started in the morning and continued into the night, showcasing the pervasive impact of his addiction. His alcoholism led to missed performances and inconsistent work, limiting his roles and diminishing his standing with studios. Despite his talent, Mitchum's struggles with alcohol underscored the difficulties faced by actors in managing personal demons within the high-pressure environment of Hollywood. Barbara Payton. Barbara Payton, an icon of the 1960s, dazzled audiences in films like Only the Valiant, 1961. Off-screen, her life was marred by excessive alcohol consumption, drinking up to 6 bottles of wine daily. This heavy drinking fueled tumultuous relationships and led to multiple arrests, including charges related to public intoxication and disorderly conduct. Payton's addiction severely impacted her career, resulting in missed roles and a tarnished reputation with studios. Despite her initial rise to fame, Payton's battle with alcoholism consumed her health and career, leading to her tragic death at 39 from liver and heart failure. Her dramatic fall from grace highlighted the destructive power of addiction in the lives of Hollywood stars. Larry Hagman. Larry Hagman, known for the TV show Dallas, struggled with severe alcohol addiction, consuming up to 5 bottles of champagne daily. This excessive drinking began each morning and continued throughout the day, including during filming, leading to unpredictable behavior on set. His addiction strained relationships with colleagues and affected his professional reliability, causing delays and tensions with studios, ultimately contributing to his death from throat cancer at 81 years old. Hagman's battle with alcohol underscored the severe health risks associated with addiction. Glenn Ford. Glenn Ford faced a relentless battle with alcoholism that nearly cost him his life. Ford consumed up to 6 glasses of whiskey daily, a habit that left him unable to walk for 10 years due to severe health complications. His addiction strained his relationships with studios and fellow actors, leading to missed roles and a decline in his acting opportunities. Ford's turbulent romances, including affairs with Marilyn Monroe, were exacerbated by his heavy drinking, further complicating his personal and professional life. Despite his struggles, Ford maintained a presence in Hollywood, but the toll of alcoholism ultimately led to his death in 2006 at 90 years old. His enduring legacy is marked by both his cinematic achievements and the profound impact of his addiction. William Holden. William Holden, a Hollywood legend known for films like Sunset Boulevard and The Bridge on the River Kwai, waged a severe battle with alcoholism in the 1960s. Holden consumed up to 4 bottles of beer daily, which led to a deteriorated appearance. His heavy drinking resulted in missed performances and unprofessional behavior on set. In 1981, Holden was found dead in his Santa Monica apartment after tripping and hitting his head on a table. His tragic death marked the end of an iconic film career, highlighting the destructive nature of addiction even among the most celebrated actors. Rita Hayworth. Rita Hayworth faced a dark period in the 1970s due to alcoholism. Consuming up to 5 glasses of wine daily, Hayworth's addiction led to numerous hospitalizations. She was admitted without the ability to consent to her own treatment. Her excessive drinking caused erratic behavior, resulting in lost roles and strained relationships with studios. Hayworth's lifestyle of heavy alcohol consumption culminated in her living alone. This period marked the final glimpse of Hayworth before her secluded career decline. Her battle with alcoholism underscored the profound personal struggles hidden behind her glamorous public persona. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke endured turbulent years in the 1980s due to alcoholism. Rourke often consumed up to 5 bottles of beer weekly, leading to visible intoxication at parties and film sets. His heavy drinking resulted in erratic behavior, lost roles, and strained relationships with directors and co-stars. Notable incidents include public intoxication and on-set conflicts that disrupted productions. Despite these challenges, Rourke's intense performances kept him in demand, although his addiction continually threatened his career stability. By the late 2000s, Rourke staged a remarkable comeback with The Wrestler, 2008, demonstrating his ability to overcome addiction and reclaim his place in Hollywood. Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood, star of West Side Story, 1961, and This Property is Condemned, 1966, struggled with alcohol in the 1970s and early 1980s. Consuming up to 3 glasses of wine daily, Wood's alcohol use was often accompanied by anxiety and stress from her acting career. Notable incidents include public displays of intoxication and conflicts during film productions, which affected her professional reputation. Tragically, in 1981, Wood drowned after a night of drinking on a yacht under mysterious circumstances that remained a topic of speculation. Her untimely death at 43 ended a luminous cinematic legacy, illustrating the devastating impact of addiction. John Wayne. John Wayne always insisted on filming his scenes before noon due to his worsening mood with alcohol consumption throughout the day. Drinking up to 2 bottles of beer daily, Wayne's habit affected his digestion and overall health, frequently delaying filming as sets wouldn't start until he completed his morning routine. This peculiar schedule posed challenges for his colleagues and directors, often causing frustration and production delays. Wayne's reputation as a grumpy drunk was well known, impacting his relationships with studios and fellow actors. Despite his heavy drinking, Wayne maintained a successful career, though the strain of his alcoholism contributed to health issues later in life. His steadfast dedication to his roles persisted, but his drinking habits underscored the personal toll of maintaining a demanding Hollywood career. Sterling Hayden. Sterling Hayden, an iconic actor, battled alcoholism for much of his life, consuming up to 4 bottles of wine weekly. During filming, he often spent afternoons drinking wine and smoking hashish, which affected his reliability and performance. Hayden questioned his drinking habits, once stating, "I am not that unhappy, so why do I drink?" These episodes strained his relationships with studios and colleagues, limiting his acting opportunities and tarnishing his reputation. Despite his talent and contributions to classic films, Hayden lived with regret and reflection on his lifestyle. Dennis Price. Dennis Price, a British actor renowned for roles in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, 1972, and cult films like Vampiros Lesbos and Horror Hospital, struggled with alcoholism during the 1970s. Consuming up to 5 bottles of beer daily, Price often arrived on set heavily intoxicated, carrying bags of alcohol that led to stumbling during performances and onstage mishaps. His elegant screen image was tarnished by his inability to maintain sobriety. Price's addiction severely damaged his health, culminating in his death from cirrhosis in 1973 at the age of 43. Albert Finney. Albert Finney, charismatic English actor known for Tom Jones and Erin Brockovich, lived an intense off-screen life that included severe alcohol abuse. Finney consumed up to 4 glasses of wine daily, using alcohol to cope with the pressures of a demanding career. His heavy drinking led to missed rehearsals and inconsistent performances, causing friction with studios and co-stars. Notable incidents include public intoxication and on-set conflicts that hindered his professional relationships. After a kidney cancer diagnosis in 1984, Finney sought treatment and overcame both his illness and alcoholism, maintaining his reputation as a talented and dedicated actor. Finney passed away in 2019 at 82 years old.